TWAB? What are you talking about? Dude, I'm not, this bait today, man. Come on. It's the day after Christmas. Are you for real? Ain't no TWAB. Bungie ain't even at the office right now. Yo, I hope you know, if we have a TWAB, supposedly have a TWAB, and it's not real, I don't care if you're a mod here or not, I will ban you. Send me thy TWAB then. Wait, what? What's the date? The 26th? I'm not getting baited today, man. No. I'm not. No. I need to hear it from DMG himself that this is legit. Another week, boys, and another TWAB. This week in Destiny, we've saved the best for last. Hopefully you all had a spectacular holiday, singing Christmas carols, decorating a tree, and most importantly, spending time with the beloved family, friends, and fire teams. However, the festivities are far from over. Before we step foot into 2025, we wanted to share some extra details regarding the exciting updates arriving over the next few months, as well as brief glimpse into our plans for the distant future. So while our Guardians have been dashing and dancing around the tower, delivering cookies to all of our favorite vendors, we've been scurrying around the studio, gathering any and all exciting tidbits we could share with you about our journey ahead. But I thought this was going to be like an after the new year conversation. Topics for this week: Dawning Departure, the Game Awards, Act 3 launch and artifacts, new combatant modifiers, Heresy Aspects, Apollo news, Vault rework, PvP strike team update, security team update, Destiny Rising reprise content, SRL in the next game. The next game? Dropping this on a Christmas TWAB? Dude, I'm having a hard time trusting this, guys. I'm just letting y'all know. Dawning Departure. It looks legit. This looks super legit. Let's just continue. Dawning Departure. Christmas may be over, but there's still time to deliver those cookies and secure a sweet Gone Row Mistral lift. We know this year's event had its ups and downs, given the plethora of naughty bugs present at launch. That's an understatement. So as a final Christmas present from us here at the studio, for the remainder of the Dawning event, raid and dungeon final bosses now have the chance to drop Dawning armor ornaments, presently for sale in the Eververse store. Gifts like these don't come by often, so gather your fire teams and fit your Guardian a new pair of wings this weekend. Get the hell out of here. Are you serious? Eververse drops from raid and dungeon bosses? Bungie has never, man. Never. There's one line. If there's one thing Bungie will never do, is give us free stuff. The Dawning departs the tower on Tuesday, December 31st. So until then, Kevin, bake on. The gift of games. A few weeks ago, many of us had the pleasure or horror of tuning into the 10th anniversary 2024 Game Awards. At Bungie, we're keenly aware of what an incredible milestone it is to produce 10 years of anything. To those who work tirelessly to create such a wonderful event that showcases the best of what this industry has to offer, you deserve all the praise in the world, especially Flute Guy. We also want to formally congratulate Team Asobi on taking home Game of the Year. Many of us across the studio deeply enjoyed spending any time not playing Destiny, piloting our tiny robot friend through the creatively inspired levels of Astrobot. Here's to many more Game of the Year winners from our partners at Sony Entertainment in the coming years. Fool me thrice, shame on thee. As a final reminder, Act 3 of Revenant launches on January the 7th, not to be confused with the exciting new dungeon arriving February the 7th, which we don't plan on spoiling the new exotic mission or conclusion to the Revenant storyline. We like to take a peek at the artifact perks arriving next week. Oh, that's right. Oh, that's right, guys. We're actually getting new artifact mods. So new artifact perks is going to be for the new row. Here's a look at the final row of artifact perks arriving Act 3, Column 1. Unstoppable bow. Aiming down sights for a bow for a short time. Loads of powerful. Okay. Additionally, bows are always overcharged when the modifier is active. So, wow. Okay. Authorized mods. Grenade. The armor energy cost for all armor mods affecting your grenades are significantly discounted. Impact charge. Rapid final blows with any grenade launchers grant armor charge. This actually plays into our current artifact mods. Boost. While you have Arc, Void, or Stasis Super equipped, rapid final blows with grenade launchers of a matching damage type grant 2 armor charges. Unchained. Wearing Shadestalk armor reduces the cooldown for generating Void breaches, Stasis shards, and Ionic traces. I just don't really care for the whole wearing the armor thing. You know what I mean? I've been Horizon defeating targets while shield is depleted grants Void weapons, volatile rounds. What? Why Event Horizon? That sounds way cooler than what this is. We like it harder. With codename Frontiers fast approaching, we like to continue our preliminary testing of in-game modifiers. You can read more about our vision for combatant difficulty in our developer insight article here. In Act 3 of Revenant, we'll be adding more Banes alongside a slew of combat modifiers. Our goal is to continue shifting how players approach combat and increase the difficulty of Nightfall's Grandmasters, dungeons, and raid content. Some players will recognize Banes we've teased in the past, but since then we've tacked on a few more intriguing additions to further spice up the sandbox. So Banes, and these are like the modifiers to like the adds to make them stronger, right? Berserk. Killing combatants with Berserk causes other combatants nearby to enrage. Okay. Punchable. Punchable combatants are immune to all range damage and damage from status effects until they are hit with a melee attack. Nuclear. Once a combatant with the nuclear bane reaches low health, it begins an arming sequence. If the unit is not defeated before the sequence completes, it explodes in a massive fiery shockwave. Since the initial playtest of the nuclear bane, we've received a significant amount of feedback, so we've added an additional effect to hopefully increase its lethality. Ionize. Units within proximity of the nuclear explosion will become ionized. Ionized combatants give stacks of radiation to nearby players. What the hell? So like the dungeon mechanic. Okay. Cloak. Cloaked combatants are invisible and disrupt ability regeneration when in proximity to nearby players. This is some Path of Exile shit, dude. Priority target. Units surrounding a priority target will generate health and deal additional damage. Killing the priority target will significantly decrease the health and damage output of surrounding units. And starting in Act 3, all combatants, including bosses and champions and expert, master, and grandmaster difficulty content, will be eligible to receive a Bane if the modifier is active. All right. Harder indeed. Harder. I mean, some of these were already kind of talked about, but this is like more in depth. All right. Combat modifiers. Alchemist. Health only regenerates while dealing damage. Tether. Players take damage over time when further than 15 meters from fire team members. What? Astral projection. The player camera is permanently placed in third person, similar to holding a sword. Coin flip. 50% chance to reduce magazine size after reloading. 50% chance to increase magazine size after reloading. What the hell kind of modifier is that? Thunderdome. Mini screws now spawn alongside normal enemies. Oh, hell no. Friendly fire. All players are susceptible to damage dealt by fire team members. Damage and blast radius are increased by 200%. No, like, I've been asking for this for a long time, though. I'm just saying, in an LFG environment, sometimes nothing would make me happier than blasting my teammates. Okay. Performance anxiety. Who's naming these? Upon activation, there's a chance the super is consumed, but not Kaz? Are you shitting me? Coliseum. Weapon damage against champions is reduced by 90%. Ability damage against champions is increased by 5%. Like, tremendous downside with a little to no upside. Nostradamus. Entering an activity randomizes each player's load. Roulette. Reloading has a 1% chance to instantly kill a member of your fire team. We're excited to hear your feedback as these changes roll out. As always, feel free to reach out with ideas, questions, and concerns. Well, I've got some concerns. What? Oh, I know that the probability is very low, but you're reloading a lot. Has anybody actually counted the amount of reloads they do in a single strike? I mean, how many of us probably... I mean, I'm constantly reloading. Could you all kill each other at the same time? What if everyone reloads and it actually activates and you all kill each other? All right, Heresy. In just 2 short months, players will have the opportunity to delve inside the decroded viscera of the Hive Dreadnought once more. And let's just say our Guardians aren't the only thing that's changed since we last stepped foot into Oryx's throne room. On February the 7th, Heresy launches us into the final episode setting the narrative stage for Apollo and beyond. Despite my incessant begging, that's what's left of the marketing team, Phil, cannot authorize any story details to be shared until January's blog post. However, our abilities sandbox strike team lead, Matt Tahoe, was much more obliged to share what power fantasies are in store for episode Heresy. So for Matt here, what's happening, Guardians? I know you're all excited to hear what new paracausal awesome sauce the team is serving up next episode, so I'll get right to the point. While Heresy moves narrative mountains, weaving story threads between episodes and Codename Frontiers, it also requires major investments into gameplay systems that will dramatically shift how you interact with your Guardian's ability moving forward. With such game-wide changes on the horizon, we wanted to flesh out more impactful upgrades that would carry over into the new era of subclass build crafting arriving in Apollo. We also understand the urgency required to provide players with increased build crafting potential to combat the difficulty bump hitting our in-game activities in just a few short weeks. That is why in Act 1 of Heresy, we will be shipping 5 new Prismatic Aspects. So let's take a look at what the team has cooked up. Ain't no way, man. Ain't no way, dude. New aspects, Warlock, Strand, Fusillade. Perch threadings will fling arcane needles, suspending targets upon impact. Solar. Abaddon. Casting Song of Flame after death. Consumes your super and revives all players on your fire team. What? This is self-res. Actually, it's better than self-res. You cast Song of Flame. You not only come back to life, but you revive all teammates. Hunter. Arc. Short Circuit. Collecting an elemental pickup supercharges your abilities, granting increased regeneration speed. Defeating targets restores ability energy. Okay. I don't know. That seems like way... I mean, the Warlock one really stands out. All right, Stasis. Permafrost. Gathering Stasis crystals creates a crystalline surface beneath your feet for a short duration. While Permafrost is active, weapon damage slows targets. Targets affected by slow spawn the Stasis turret at their location upon death. Oh my god, that sounds nuts, dude. Titan Void. Second blow. Gain a second charge of your shield bash melee. Final blows with shield bash restore a melee charge. Also grants increased mobility. So for mana here, keep in mind, all aspects will be available on Prismatic as well as their traditional line dark subclass counterparts. This is just the beginning of the future we're building in Codename Frontiers. Throughout the subsequent acts of Heresy, we'll be shipping even more subclass updates, so stay tuned for a blog post from our team in the not so distant future. Wait, hold on one. So second blow, gain a second charge of your shield bash melee. Final blows with shield bash restore a melee. So you just infinite melees. Pretty much. I think this is the craziest thing here, guys. Out of everything here, self-res, man. That's the craziest thing here. Y'all have no idea. For my D1 players, you know. Self-res literally broke the game. That's why it's never come back. All right, Apollo. Similar to Heresy, Apollo evolves the story of Destiny in ways that are just too juicy to share today. But we'd still like you to walk away from today's TWID with a peek into the future of how we're reshaping the player experience in 2025. So here's a quick look at all the systems we plan on overhauling late next year. Vault from nowhere. Over the past few months, many whiteboard markers have been sacrificed their lives attacking the problem of vault pressure many of our guardians experience on a daily basis. In the final shape, we added 100 more vault slots, bringing the running total to 700. And in Revenant, we introduced Vault from Anywhere. These systems, while beneficial, only serve as a temporary fix. One question our teams kept coming back to was, if you could swap items between your vault and inventory at any time, why separate them in the first place? These type of inquiries are foundational to the core loot structure of Destiny and require very well thought out solutions. So starting in Apollo, what the hell? Starting in Apollo, we'll be combining player inventory and vault systems. Guardian weapons and armor capacity will be doubled, offering seamless ease of access to even more gear. What? Look at this. I don't know. How do y'all feel? Y'all feel like this would be, you think this would like break the balance in the game? Y'all feel like this is too much? Looks like a UI nightmare. I mean, maybe, but you can hold a shit ton of weapons. And player vaults will be removed from the game entirely. That's the vault solution? So the whole quote unquote vault rework is removing vault. Just an empty vault. And then just having inventory? We know interacting with the vault was always cumbersome experience. Removing it was naturally the least expensive solution. No more searching for gear, no more third-party applications, and no more vault cleaning. Sorry, Dado. The transition may be jarring at first, but hopefully given enough time, players will learn to appreciate this change for what it truly is, a slightly less obvious alternative to sunsetting. Oh my God. The balls on these guys. The fucking balls right now. A slightly less obvious alternative to sunsetting. All right, PvP overhaul again. As always, PvP is in a desperate need of attention. Rest assured, our PvP strike team has been hard at work gathering data, playtesting new transformative game modes, and tuning some weapons and abilities that are performing slightly better than intended. With that being said, here's a comprehensive list of all the updates coming soon to a Crucible lobby near you. So patch notes. Matchmaking has been shit. Should be better next year. Man. I gotta say, I don't know who wrote this, DMG or whoever, but the candidness here, right? I mean, it has. Hold up. I never thought the day would come, but matchmaking has, in fact, been shit. I'm just saying. Security crackdown. It's time we address the elephant in the room. The one that can fly, take no damage, sees through walls, uses infinite heavy ammo, and never misses a shot. Similar to skill-based matchmaking, rampant cheating makes it astronomically unlikely for you to win a match, no matter your skill level. Our recently gutted legal department has taken great strides the past few years, suing multiple cheat distributors into oblivion. But given enough time, like the mythical Hydra, even more rise up and take their place. Now, normally the paywalls gatekeeping Trials of Osiris from free-to-play accounts would suffice at keeping cheaters at bay. However, due to a nosedive in player population, even a small number of offenders can now impact a large percentage of competitive players before direct action can take place. Moving forward, we are investing into upgrading our live detection system to stop bad actors before they become a problem. Here to speak more about what actions were taken to combat cheaters on the home front is our security strike team lead, Paul Ladoff. So for Paul here, my mistake, Paul was This is a very serious topic. We shouldn't be laughing about it. My mistake, Paul was fired on Christmas Eve. Here to speak more on security at Bungie is our janitorial strike team lead, Todd. Todd, well, every night I lock the place up, front doors, side entrance, and check all the bathrooms. Make sure no one tries to pull any funny business. Then I get to clean one floor at a time. Empty the trash cans, mop the floors. You get the gist. Some people wonder how I stave off the boredom. I tell them smooth jazz and occasional grunge. I mean, we're in Seattle. That's great, Todd. But getting back on subject, what are we doing to take care of actual Destiny players? So with Todd, you know, back in the day, I caught word some player threatened to burn down the offices. C-suite got all legal-like on them. You don't tell no one this, but I would have liked to see him try. I mean, we've got a state-of-the-art 114 and 227 sprinkler systems with backups. You couldn't light a candle on fire without getting a fire hose. Okay, Todd, but seriously, we need to talk about what we're doing inside the game to combat cheaters. It's really driving our dedicated PvP players crazy. Todd here, now that you mention it, Pete Parsons actually offered to take me for a drive in one of his fancy schmancy cars just last week. I told him I'd expect a future blog post dedicated on our upgraded live cheater detection system when we find someone capable to ride it. Mother of God, man. Mother of God. All right, gotcha. Last month, our partners at NetEase launched the Destiny Rising Alpha. Upon its conclusion, one piece of resounding feedback became abundantly clear. Players want to see more innovative gameplay features, not only in a mobile installment of the franchise, but also on consoles and PC. Thankfully, we also expected this outcome. Working alongside developers at NetEase, we've been preparing to infuse the best parts of Destiny Rising with Destiny 2. Soon after Apollo launches, we will be shifting all reward and loot systems to a pool-based model. Weapons, armors, materials, new subclasses, everything will be tied to multiple different currencies that you can earn or purchase in-game. This decision doesn't come lightly. For years, players have argued whether Destiny 2 was in fact pay to win, and that's a thin line we enjoy walking. However, given the colossal upsides for the players base, and most importantly, our bottom line, it was a decision we were obligated to make. What the hell? Are you shitting me right now? So we're getting Gatcha Mechanics without actually like Destiny Rising content? So nice, we sold it twice. A major complaint we've often heard while onboarding new live victims is that Destiny's story doesn't make any sense. Our veterans are keenly aware this problem only exists because nearly half of Destiny's story is absent from the live game. Cutscenes, lore tabs, and those strikes can only do so much to fill in the gaps left behind by mediocre campaigns. While sunsetting content was necessary at the time, since then it has caused unprecedented harm to the enjoyment of both our new and hardcore fans. Last year, upgrades to the Tiger engine made it possible for us to start compartmentalizing expansional content. What this means is that older campaigns no longer require any retooling to update with the live game, and players now have the freedom to choose which expansions they want downloaded at any given time. And this solves problems of ballooning storage space and extra developer upkeep cycles, which were both significant factors that we made up to justify content sunsetting to begin with. Next year, we'll be able to purchase remastered expansional content and relive the golden age of Destiny 2. This includes campaigns, destinations, strikes, crucible maps, and raid layers. We don't have exact release dates finalized just yet, but we plan on slowly rolling out these expansions over the next several years until Destiny 2 is once again content complete. Below, we've listed expected prices and timelines for release. Redwood, $70. Leviathan Raid Key doesn't even come with it? 2026 Curse of Osiris, $40. Eater of Worlds Raid Layer, $10. Warmind, $40. Spires, $10. That's a great deal. You think this is a great deal? SRL. On a similar note, we wanted to take this moment to announce that with the reprisal of old reskin content that players have been begging to return for half a decade, SRL is never coming back. Is this like an early New Year resolution? Like let's just openly be honest with everyone right now. Everyday members of our community team are flooded with messages asking when SRO will make its debut in Destiny 2 and why shouldn't we? Reskin an old game mode that already exists in Destiny 1, monetize the hell out of racing skins, sparrows, and emotes, don't introduce any new maps for years on end. The upsides are enormous. What they don't realize is as much as we like to nostalgia bait our community, the cost is simply too great. Now that the Twilight Garrison discourse has subsided, our developers were in desperate need of another beloved feature our veterans universally enjoy to pretend doesn't exist. Frankly, we get off to it. Few things in life are more stimulating than passing along community feedback knowing it will never see the light of day. Who knows, perhaps one day we'll change our minds. We won't. So please keep sending us your suggestion on what old activities should return in Destiny 2. As always, we're listening. Hold on. Oh my God. Community manage. Dude. Did we do it? We'd like to address the misinformation surrounding the next iteration of Destiny. For quite some time, many members of the community have voiced concerns regarding the lack of development for a potential Destiny 3. These concerns, while accurate, are completely unfounded. It is true, not an iota of developer time has been put into Destiny 3. Even at present, given this year's financial turbulence and Pete's newfound love of classic motorcycles, it simply isn't viable to divert any funds or attention away from our new slate of incubation projects. We also figured, given our track record, that if Destiny players paid for an entire game's worth of story, campaign missions, crucible maps, and weapons, we'd eventually invent a reason to get rid of it all anyways. So why waste time making and breaking promises when we can focus on the real future of Bungie? Today, we are proud to announce development has officially begun. Oh my God, dude. For Marathon 2. Marathon 1's not even out. The entire development staff are already excited to share what they will be working on instead of Destiny this year. Marathon is an IP that holds great promise. So we also took great care to hire a game director who has a clear vision for the future of the Is that fucking Diddy? Is that fucking... Dude, okay, hold on. We're crossing the line, dude. Hold on, man. We're fucking... Dude, we've hit a point of no return right now. Here to speak more about his role in creating Marathon 2, game director Sean Combs. Oh my God. It's always been a dream of mine to work remotely at... Of course he's working remotely. Dude, look at what he's wearing. As a kid, my friends and I would host giant LAN parties seemingly every weekend, playing Halo till our thumbs gave out. There's just no game like a Bungie game, and I'm excited to be an integral part of the magic. Bungie boy for life, Sean. All right, so Marathon FAQ. Is it possible that Marathon 2 releases before Marathon 1? Rest assured, we've already pre-planned multiple development crises, including changing game directors, swapping game engines, negative playtest reception, and much more to ensure Marathon 2 arrives at earliest 2030. What type of game is Marathon? At Bungie, our priority is always chasing trends, which is why Marathon 2 is being developed as a team-based hero shooter. Expect that answer to change over the coming years. Are you working on any other games as well? Marathon 2 is one of several incubation projects we've spun up in the past few months. While still in the conceptual stages, other promising ideas include Elder Scrolls 6, Silksong, and Pete Parsons Motorsport. Oh my God, dude. Expect a blog post sharing even more details later this year from the Marathon 2 narrative and sandbox strike team leads, Bankman and Mangione, outlining the future of Marathon. Oh my God, it's fucking Luigi. Are you shitting me right now? It's the guy who killed the CEO. That's our next narrative as Sandbox Strike Team leads. Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Dude, hold on. Dude, we've gotten too far. This year, I've been till this moment. This final TWAB was like, all right. And now shit has really gone off into the deep end. All right, player support reports. I mean, it's a classic. Bug fixes. Fix an issue where players were enjoying the game. Oh my God. Fix an issue where the Dawning event card was attainable for the correct price, which was free. Fix an issue where the seasonal model was replaced by episodic content. Fix an issue where YouTubers were covering Destiny 2. Fix an issue where Bungie Studios was employee owned. Oh my Lord. Fix an issue where Balatro was game of the year. Now, known issues. While we continue investigating various known issues, here's a list of the latest issues that were reported to us. Concord is displaying an incorrect rating on IGN. Game, too easy. The community team is still pretending TWABs are called TWIDs. Titan class identity still does not exist. Marvel Rivals is fun to play. That is a known issue. Not enough content creators for a ban this year. Gotta pump those numbers. Destiny Rising is better than Destiny 2. Destiny 1, Samsara 1 helmet is experiencing porting issues into Destiny 2. Weapons now roll with good perks. Gambit, no anime waifu exotic skins in game. Marathon is not out. QA Strike Team is not working as a tenant. Aztecross has still not played Lethal Company. God damn it, we're being called out right now. For a full list of emerging issues in Destiny 2, players can review our known issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to our #help forum. All right, movie of the week, Skeletor doesn't get double kill. Movie of the week, Skeletor really hates the Bungie layoffs. By Time Chrissy. This was such a good video, guys. Such a good video. Please, for the love of God, watch it. Honorable mention, one of my favorites. Welcome to Camp Navarro re-upload. Wait, what?
Welcome to Camp Navarro. So you're the new replacement. You are out of uniform, soldier. Where is your power armor? Don't have any? You expect me to believe that, maggot? The truth is, you lost an expensive piece of Army issue equipment. That suit is going to come out of your pay, and you will remain in this man's army until you are 510 years old, which is the number of years it will take for you to pay for a Mark II powered combat armor you have lost. Report to the armory and have a new suit issued to you. Then report back to me, Private. Dismissed.
All right. AI artist of the what? Because the real thing would cost too much. AI artist of the week. Just in case you forgot, artist of the week, True Love by Luke's the guy at X. Oh my lord. Drink some water, motherfucker. The Destiny 2 community team. There it is, everybody. That is your final TWAB of 2024. It's been a hell of a year, man. And the candidness that came out of this one was incredible. Some things we didn't want to hear, but some things we needed to hear. That was the point of this one, guys. We needed to hear it. What a year, fellas. What a year. We'll see what the next one brings to us.
Slap that like button like your mama told you right.